can simplify our trap, kick, and 808 patterns. So I made something with chord changes so we can see how our 808 will work. And let's see our basic 808 kick pattern. We're gonna make some simple hi-hats. So our kick, let me place the snares first. So our kick will be on 1, 7, 13. And you need to memorize that. And the next ones will be at 21, 27. This is a main kick and 808 placement. And I say 808 because this is where we're gonna place our 808 as well. So let's go to our sample 1 and set up our 808, removing the filter, LFO, and turn the velocity at 100%. And maybe the most important thing is to click mono, because if we don't do that, the notes will bleed to each other. Alright, so let's see where we're gonna place our 808. It's gonna be at 1, between 1.2 and 1.3, at 1.4, and it's gonna be at 2.2, and between 2.3 and 2.4, and it's gonna sound like this. So this is gonna match our kick as well, because this is where we placed it, and it's gonna sound like this. So what we can do with this pattern, we can remove notes, and remember, if we remove something here, we need to remove the kick as well, so they go together. Or we can move some notes, but the basic pattern is this. So let's select it and duplicate it. Now let's see what happens when the chord change. Until here we're on C, so we're fine. Now from 2 to 3 we're going to G, and it's very easy to find: C, D, E, F, G. So we're gonna take those and but it's too high for an 808, so we're gonna transpose it down. And then from 3 to 4 we go to G sharp, which is a note above G. So it's this. And again, it's too high, so we're gonna go here. And we have an F on bar 4, so transpose that as well. So let's duplicate that because we have the same chords again. Now what we can do to spice it up, as we said, we can remove notes, or we can add some. We can add some triplets. I'm gonna go 16 notes and split a grid. What else we can do? We can pitch some notes. You can go wherever it sounds good. So as you can see, we only have this 5-note pattern that we'll play around with. And what else we can do? We can add some filler notes. I wouldn't do that on a beat like this, but let's see how it'll sound. For this one, I wouldn't even do the triplets here. I would go way more simple. But anyways, let's see how the kick is gonna work. And since our 808 pattern is different for the second half, we're gonna make another pattern here. You don't have to place a kick on every fill note that we made here. So yeah, even if this looks confusing right now, if you go backwards, you can see how simple it is to make such patterns. I hope you had fun and learned something, and I'm gonna see you next time. Cheers.